Glub, glub, glub. Power of water.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is the prototype, the first attempt at producing hydrogen and oxygen out of water. Right off 12-volt battery.
So it runs off a 12 volt?
Yeah, 12 volts.
And that is hydrogen being released, yes?
And oxygen.
Hydrogen and oxygen released from a 12 volt battery connected into this, which is that salt water or regular water?
It is distilled water.
Distilled water.
With a teaspoon of baking soda added as the electrolyte.
Teaspoon of baking soda. And it bubbles in from that tube there?
Yeah, I'm holding it because the RTV has kind of been ripped up. So it creates the seal here so that hydrogen and oxygen come out so you can actually see it being produced. Otherwise, you look at the bubbles, you can't actually see the gas coming out.
Nice. Ian's laboratory.
About 8.5 amps, 12 volts, and then I keep the battery charger on it.
99 rock.
Now, because I'm a slow-witted person.
This is stainless steel, one of the better things to use. Aircraft ground cable. Stainless steel, right? Mm-hmm. About 10 feet for each coil. And it's terminated right here. And they just run the coil all the way up through grooves in flat PVC. And then they come through the terminals, which are insulated with grommets. And the terminals are all stainless steel. And then this cable over to the jumper cables here that I can just plug in. And you can see one of them's tarnished more than the other. The ones that are tarnished gold, you can follow those up and they're positive. The ones that are tarnished with a darker silver are the negative. And I'm not sure which releases hydrogen and which releases oxygen, but the one that has the more bubbles is the hydrogen. It's gotta be
Silver.
Is it? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, because that...
This top, you got the second one here. Oh, the gold. Okay.
Okay.
Watch when they come online.
Gold. Positive. Positive releases hydrogen and the negative releases oxygen. I guess that's how that works. Yeah.
And the next phase of this is the lawnmower, yes?
The next phase is the lawnmower. Yep, I have to get some foam with the battery box over here. This is the box that's all going in. Got some more mason jars over there. 3 more mason jars. Gonna put them all in here, insulate them, get a pump to circulate the water to keep it cool. Run it through a heater core for the final application. But yeah, this will just go in the box and I'll take this and put it on the lawnmower. Pinch off the gas line and let it continuously run on hydrogen and oxygen. This is what happens when you ignite hydrogen and oxygen. It tends to blow the top off the mason jar.
Nice. Nice.
It's not like a Bernzomatic torch where you can light the tip and that's where the butane comes out, mixes with oxygen, and the heat forms the flame. You need 3 things for ignition and burning a fire, and that's fuel, oxygen, and reaching the flash point of whatever it is. And you have oxygen, you have hydrogen, so you got fuel and oxygen. All you need to reach is the flash point. Once you do that, it's not going to burn at the tip. It's going to follow it all the way up the hose and blow the top off because it has its fuel and oxygen in there. So if it was just straight gas or butane, wouldn't do it.
Right.
Because it would stifle the oxygen off. But it will follow, it would ignite everything at once. Bam! Just like in the cylinder of a car.
What do you think the potential out of this setup would be as far as fuel? Will it run a 5-horse engine?